Hey boos, it's your girl Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just checking in with you guys today to do a quick little tutorial. I already have my foundation, concealer, and my eyebrows done. I know they look a little intense, but as soon as I have my full glam on, it'll definitely mesh well together. I am using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, which I am loving. It's perfect for girls with thicker brows. I'm not saying you can't use it if you have thin brows, but you just have to be a little bit more careful. I'm using mine in dark brown and I love it. It's the perfect color brown. Still don't know what I'm really gonna do. We'll figure it out as we go along. I'm sorry that the camera keeps shaking. I don't freaking know why it's doing that. This tutorial is gonna be a talk through, so let's jump right in. I'm gonna put this Masterprime eyeshadow primer from Maybelline, which I've been loving. If you can tell, kind of has like an orange tint, so if you have darkness on your eye, it definitely helps cancel that out. As always, I'm going to set my eyeshadow primer with a little bit of powder to make it easier to blend. Any powder will work. And now we're going to take a big fluffy blender brush and start working in that crease. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca palette. We're gonna go for this really neutral beige color right here. It's called Moulder. And you're barely even gonna see that, but that's just gonna give me a little something to work with in the crease as a transition color. So we're gonna go for a smaller blender brush and get that working in the crease. It's very bright yellow. So you're just going to want to go back and forth and in little circles to get that yellow color diffused in the crease. We're going pretty messy with this in the crease. It doesn't have to be super precise. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with this small little flat shader brush with the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca palette. I'm going to go into this yellow color right here. It's called Tran. We're going to take that and put that on the lid. We'll probably have to reapply later, but I want to get a nice little base of that. Focusing in the inner corner. I mean in the inner third of the eye. So you're just going to want to keep packing that on. But don't be too crazy with it because we're going to go in with a darker color in the outer half of the eye. We're gonna pack that on the outer half. I'm gonna go back in with the smaller blending brush, no extra product on it, and just blend. Now we're gonna go in with like a little more tapered blending brush. Take that same Bobbi Brown Camel color, and we're gonna go in the crease with that, right in the crease. And see, you can already tell that the yellow in the inner half of the eye is already starting to fade a little. We'll reapply that. Go back with the same small blending brush. Go over the edges. Right, and then we're going to go back in with that Tran color from the Kat Von D palette. And reapply in that inner half. Right, and this color is already putting itself down here, so you know, let's give it what it wants. So let's go in with that original Body Shop Sunshine Love. My favorite brush for the under eye is the Real Techniques shading brush. It does all the work for you. So you want to kind of connect it from what you already did on the upper lash line and bring it around. It's a pretty light color. I'm gonna bring it down pretty far. Then what I'm gonna do is go in with a little pencil brush back into that Bobbi Brown Camel color, and we're gonna try to just copy what you did on the top lash line. Give it a little depth in that outer corner and trying to connect it with what you did So I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I'm gonna finish the other eye. I'm gonna do some liner. All right, I think we fared pretty well on the wing eyeliner. And when it's halfway decent, just leave it alone. Step away from the liner. So I'm gonna turn you guys off. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, put a little bit of mascara, and add some falsies. So I have my lashes on, and I think I found my new favorite. The Ardell Soft Touch in 162 Black. They're very natural but glam. They taper out on the edges, so they really help emphasize that wing liner. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out. I'm just gonna take like a medium size powder brush to use my Ambient lighting bronzer. It looks super light in the pan, but it gives a beautiful, beautiful bronze glow. Now I'm going to contour. Use Sculpt by MAC. So that's what that looks like. I'm sure you've seen it a million times. Taking it on this e.l.f. angled blush brush. So if you see, I kind of put it where I want it, and then I go over it in little light circle motions, and that helps kind of blend it in. And I like to put my bronzer first because I feel like it serves as a transition color for the contour. I think we should go for like a warm blush, and the ultimate warm blush is Warm Soul. And that's gonna give us a nice bronzy look too. And we're just gonna put that on the apples and blend it back into the bronzer and contour. And then let's clean up that contour slightly. I'll go ahead and use my Coty Airspun in Naturally Neutral. And this little flat, it's a Sony Kashuk brush I got from a set maybe like a year ago. Now I'm not really into the whole baking craze because I do have really dry skin. So what I do is I just take a little bit of that powder and then kind of just lightly cut where I want to clean it up. And then I don't let it sit there, I just blend it away. So I think it still gives me the similar effect without giving me that dry look. And for funsies, let's put a little right here in the laugh lines. Kind of help that foundation not cake up there. A little bit more mascara on the bottom lashes. I love this MAC Upward Lash mascara, the one that looks like the little lipstick tube. I like to use that as a second mascara on the bottom. It builds nicely on top of other mascaras. I don't really like it on its own. It's a little too clumpy on its own. I like to set my face with a makeup setting spray before I put on the highlight. I feel like the highlight looks more intense that way. Let's use my Pure Miracle Mist Hydrate and Set. It's just a small little one that I got in Ulta. Has like a citrusy smell. While that's kind of like setting before I put on my highlight, we're going to line our lips with the Burgundy Lip Pencil by MAC. Now, as you may or may not notice, my lips are a little bit uneven. I think that's a common problem for a lot of people. What I tend to do is I line my lips as they naturally are, and then if I'm able to, I try to maybe even out some areas, because I personally find that I can't really just draw on a lip, you know, and I'm not really into overdrawing because I think my lips are full enough. I have a very prominent Cupid's bow, and I like to leave that way. Now with my bottom lip, since it naturally tends to, you can see that shadow, it naturally tends to curl over. I like to underdraw it first and then, you know, go out to the line because I don't like to have my lips look overly big. So now we're gonna go in with the star of the show, the Tardis Lip Paint in Frenemy. And these have like a minty smell. And I found with most liquid lipsticks, you wanna kind of start in the middle to deposit a lot of that product and then go to the edges. Alright, so now let's go in with the highlight. We're gonna go in with this Laura Geller Baked Gelato Illuminator Rose Glow that they had on a QVC Today Special Value maybe a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna go on this e.l.f. blush brush. And we're gonna go on the tops of the cheeks. And it's such a pretty rose gold type of glow. I think it goes perfect with this Warm Soul blush. And it's natural, not too stark, and very bronzy. But not too bronzy if you're, you know, on the fair side like I am. And we'll just go on the little chinny chin. That's where I favor highlighting. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy with the way this look came out. I love it. I can't wait to go out and show it off. You know, I was having a conversation with my mom the other day and I was just letting her know, you know, I don't really know where my place is in this whole YouTube community and stuff. And, you know, she just opened my eyes to what my viewpoint is. I think it's always been my viewpoint, but I just really never knew how to express it or how to share it. You know, I really feel like I do everyday glam for the everyday woman. I think I push the limit of, you know, everyday makeup, but at the same time, I feel like everything that I present to you guys is wearable and something that you can feel comfortable and confident in. I really like to keep my looks simple and easy to do. Because I mean, let's face it, when you are running back and forth and you gotta go to work, you still wanna look glamorous because in my opinion, you know, when I do my makeup, it's my meditation for the day. So I like to take that time out in my day to get myself ready, and I feel like it just gets my day off to the right start. And I know a lot of people out there feel the same way, especially you dolls who, you know, you're watching YouTube for a reason. You want to get better at your current makeup skills, or you're like me and you just enjoy watching people get pretty. You know, I love it. I love the transformation. And this is the way I do my makeup for real, for real. It's not like I'm putting on any kind of show or dumbing things down for you. This is the way I like to do my makeup. I like to keep it simple. I really hope you guys can understand my viewpoint and, you know, see where I'm coming from and can connect with me on that level of just, you know, just because we're everyday women doesn't mean we can't feel and look glamorous, you know? So that's just my little ramble that I wanted to get out, but I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, you know, do all that good stuff. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at AriButterfly8. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.